Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 26. Day 26 out of a 25-day calendar. Can it be? Is it possible? Yes, it is. Only because I say it is. That's why. So, what do I have in store today? Well, thanks to the wonderful folks at Collective, they picked up some beers and saying we're sorry for having a bad beer, even though they had no idea. They didn't have to do this, but they did. We're going to be looking at Siding 14 Brewing Company out of, I want to say Alberta. I'm going to say Alberta. Pinoka, Alberta. It comes in at 5.2% alcohol by volume. It is the Crispy Caramel Conductor Caramel Apple Amber Ale. Yeah, folks. This is a replacement for what we had for the bad beer from Rogue. Now, I've been holding on to this bad boy for a little bit because, again, Collective decided, hey, you know what? We're going to help you guys out here. And they reached out to a bunch of people, and Siding 14 said, hey, we've got something here that we haven't put on the market. We don't have it available for people yet or anything else. We can drop this and give it to you as replacement for what you have got. So they did. So we've got, as for ingredients, we've got water, barley, malt, wheat, hops, yeast, and flavoring. So, yeah, this is supposed to be a caramel apple amber ale. So what we have is a kind of translucent looking beer. Hardly any head on there. Looking at like a copper color. It looks decent enough. The smell? Kind of getting like a Granny Smith apple off that. A drunken Granny Smith apple. So basically boozy. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't smell too bad. Well, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. I'm getting a lot of bitterness off of there. Kind of getting a sweetness off the second sip, but that amber ale is really coming through. If this was a blonde, it would have been perfect. But I get a little bit of a sweetness off there, not really getting an apple flavor. Yeah, that amber ale comes through a lot. I don't know if there's any cinnamon at the bottom or not. We'll find out in a second. I'm not getting much. Getting a small sweetness off there, but the amber ale is really powerful and really strong. I was expecting something that you have a strong apple flavor and then you have this caramel sweetness at the end. But that amber ale is really just, it's there. It is there. Now, whether they didn't put enough stuff in there to reflect this is very muted and very dialed back. Unfortunately, it's not what I was expecting. I would have loved to say I was expecting a lot more, but No, it's not. Well, poop. I was actually really excited for the flavors of this one. I was looking forward to it. Unfortunately, the amber ale is taking over on this beer. The apple is kind of there. The caramel it's present, but it's not quite to my liking. Maybe it'll get better when it warms up. But it says drink cold or store cold. It's unpasteurized as well. Drink fresh. I mean, I would love to know. If that's the date, then yeah, okay. 23056. I think that might just be the can number. At least I'm hoping so. Honestly, I've had worse, but I've had much better. For me, this is actually not quite cutting it the way I thought it would or I wanted it to. So, for me, as a score, I'm going to have to give this a 3.25. Unfortunately, it's not cutting the way I would like it to. It's not just out there, it's there. The amber, as I said earlier, I keep saying the amber ale is taking over on the flavor. If it's a blonde, I think this would have pulled it off quite nicely. Because the apples and caramel would have had a chance to come through on a blonde versus the amber where you have some very strong malt forward flavors that do take over a lot of things. Well, folks, let me know if you had this before. Do you like it? Do you not like it? This is Siding 14's Crispy Caramel Conductor. It's there. It's decent. It's all good in a way. Till next time, I am Dan, aka the Western Canadian Reviewer, saying cheers. Stay frosty. Thank you for joining me for the 26th Drunken Days of December. I'm glad that I was able to get this done. I might sit down one day and play some games and be on here again soon. But for now, I'm going to do something. I don't know what. I've just had family over for the past 3 days, and now I just want to relax. So maybe that's what I'll do. All right, folks. Hopefully your Christmas was good. Your New Year's is going to be grand, and we'll see you and talk to you real soon. Till next time, cheers, everybody.